Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper. And guys, in this video, I want to talk to you about we need to be there for each other. And what I mean by that is, don't just take the love thy neighbor to account, but literally walk in there in it. The other day I was moving my tiny house trailer over here beside the house to finally pick back up on construction on it, get the walls up here this summer. And today, it's Shabbat and I'm resting, I was reflecting on what went down yesterday. As my neighbor came over, and my wife and her wife's good friends, and she was giving them some oil, and they brought us some tires for, I guess, chicken dusters. It's what Nick and John want to do with the project on it. And I gave my neighbor some solar power, and told them I'd help them get it hooked up or whatever to help them with their water, to make sure that they've got water, either a well or just with a pumping for rain catch. And I didn't say that to be like, "Oh, Luke's a good guy." Listen, we're all sinners, we all need Messiah. What I'm saying is we need to take the opportunity and the advantage of the current present time we have right now to reach out and especially be there for your family and for your neighbors and your friends while you can, because the time's going to come when there's not going to probably be anybody to be able to be there for us as an individual and for our neighborhood as well. For that matter, if we don't take some strides to get those measures in place now, because I told them the other day, as soon as we get the well hooked up, there should be about 3 to 4 redundancies for water for the neighborhood to help everybody out at that point, just on our well alone. But if everybody around you has water redundancies and food redundancies, just like I told my other neighbor, I still have the harnesses and the plows for the horses. We don't have horses anymore, but he has horses, and I'll be glad to hook him up with the plows, and we whip out the seeds and get the coal rolling and everybody can eat. And people desperately need to come together. I've got friends of every ethnic and sadly belief system too. They really got to get that Babylon out of them. But I love them dearly, and I don't want nobody to die. Folks, I'm telling you, after my grandmother died, it just freaking broke me. I swear this is the worst thing to say, but it's the truth, is that I just went ahead and discounted the time when my mom and dad, possibly may pass on me at that point. And I don't just say that's just terrible to say, but after grandmother died, it hurt so bad. I mean, it just grievously hurt me so bad. On my knees, teared up, crying in the ICU after she died, and she bled out and died right there in the ICU. That I just tried to discount it in my mind. After that point, it's like I just might as well go ahead and mourn for the rest of my family ahead of time, so that should that time come, and if something happened to them, that I can get it out of my mind, because we're all going to need each other so badly down the road. And if there's ever time people need to come together, I swear it's now, and it just breaks my heart that I see all these people. They're like, I'm just going to take what I want when the time comes. No, you're not. You're not just going to have some angry one guy standing at the door trying to protect his family. You're going to probably have a whole neighborhood or a whole community come down on you. No, not everywhere. You're going to probably kick a door in and take what you want from some people, but you're not going from everybody. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're one of those people that's watching this video right now thinking you're just going to go take what you want from people, that is a bad mentality to have, because eventually that's not going to work out for you. And if you have a wife and kids and you're out robbing, pillaging, and plundering, eventually your wife and kid are going to be without a father or a husband. And it really resonated to me the other day, the importance of trying to fast track even further the measures that I've been trying to put in place for years, because I do not want anybody wanting for anything when the time comes. And now, it's like this little tiny house. It's not for me. Really, at this point, it's going to be some additional housing for some family and friends that's going to need it later down the road. It's just, I'm trying to, every day that passes by, find a way to hustle. And then when, hustle and get that cash, flip it and make something out of it that can help somebody or save a life later down the road. And I don't mean to be talking about money on Shabbat. These are the things that's on my mind today, and we need to help one another. I swear so bad. I wonder at times if it fell apart tomorrow, you always need to ask yourself this question because it tells you who you need to help. Is that, you always need to ask yourself this question. If it all falls apart tomorrow, who would be there for me? And when you ask yourself that question and you do inventory and you conclude who that it is, your next thing needs to be, well, what am I doing to be there for them? That's the next thing you need to get in place, because I'm telling you, it is going to happen. And as I'm sitting here, I mean, the last thoughts I'd leave with you is, I don't know if you can see across the mountain. Let me get you high enough where you can see across the mountain over there. I don't know. I think I'm in a bad spot on the side of the farm today, but last night, Smoky Mountains were on fire so bad that, you could see the flame, miles and miles and miles away. And we're just on the other side of the crest of the mountains. And, when the stars fall from the Shemayim, from the top of the firmament down, to this flat earth one day, what little fire's going on over there right now is going to be nothing compared to a third of the trees, being burned up here on the earth. And, that's just a wildfire going on right now, and lots of people are having to evacuate, and emergency situation going on. And if you think that bad things can't happen, they happen every day, just normal. That's a wildfire. It's springtime. It's that time of year. Brush probably got, who knows, probably some idiot flipped a cigarette that they shouldn't have been smoking anyway, and then it caught the forest on fire. But what's going to come with the seven trumpets revelation is going to be so much more catastrophic than we can even imagine. And I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity for so many years to witness to people, and you should be a witness to people as well, because it's not about us. At the end of the day, when the Most High pours his trumpets out on the earth, people are finally going to be, a lot of people's going to finally wake up and be like, man, I hate to say it, but the guy down the street that we used to make fun of and, be like, yeah, that's just another Noah, he's right. Here's every one of these things taking place just like Scripture said. And, that it is what it is. And, the moment that people come to that clarity of thought, a lot of people's lives are going to be saved, at least for the kingdom. But the bad thing about it is it may cost you your physical life right now. And that's why I constantly stress to help one another, be at peace with one another, because I'm telling you, if you think for a minute that if bad people come around here and want to hurt me or my neighbors, that I won't pick up the AK and go out here and take care of business, you obviously have not known the other side of Lucas, Seven Trumpets Prepper. But the side that I like to be is the peaceful, kind, loving, creative, productive, helping one another. That's who I like to be, but I can flip that switch in a heartbeat. And when that time comes, ladies and gentlemen, you probably going to have to flip that switch, because I promise you, bad people are going to come. And that's why you need to be here for your neighbors, because now I'm going to tell you, there's been times that I wasn't here, and that my neighbors have seen things come and go. The other day, I guess this is the last thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to cut this video out for today. I went to work for a customer, actually over towards Smoky Mountains, and while they were away, it's the craziest thing. They had a security system for their home, and there was a little spark that's just spontaneous. I've never seen spontaneous combustion, but it actually happened at these people's place. And because it's dry season right now, spring, it's kind of that dry transition. The flames went up through their landscape and all around their home, and one of their neighbors ran over to put the fire out, and thankfully they saved their house. It didn't get burned or anything. And here I am hanging solar panels for them after the fact, and we're talking about this. And I'm just like, the importance of watching out for one another cannot be overly stressed when everything that you hold dear, you pull back in your driveway and it looks like a wasteland around it. That's when it really resonates how important it is that you have people you can count on. I swear, I hope all my family and friends pile in at this farm when hard times come. You may be like, man, you can't feed all these people. Oh, believe me, Luke is I can hustle, and I'm pretty creative. I've figured out the way to water people, and get them water, and by goodness, we'll find a way to feed them too, because I'm going to tell you, I need every warm body I can on this place that I've told them to be here, because I've made a way for them, And I'm trusting when that time comes for them to show up and help me make a way for me and myself as well, because this farm can't run itself alone. And so that's you need to, the ones that you can count on today, you need to get with those people, and you need to help those people every day you can, because the time's gonna come when we're all gonna need each other. Hope that's a help to you guys. Until see you again here at 7 Trumpets Prepper Channel, I hope you have a most blessed Shabbat today, and have a blessed day in Yahushua's name.